Bonjour, Dinaway, Mark and the dog. Welcome to another edition of Blue Green Ocean Road with your host, David R. Stenberg. Morning, David. Where's the rest of the boys?
Um,
Still sleeping.
it's
Still need
not.
to get their coffee in them. What's going on?
I scored this.
Into Thin Air, John Krakauer. Very, very nice.
It's got the the afterword, the postscript. You know about after that stupid book Climb to call them an asshole and shit.
Okay. Do they get into the people and what they're doing with their lives these days, or
No, I haven't read it yet. It just came across. Hey, Mike.
and with us,
Definitely,
very high above the earth, very, very high, I should say. Mike Kennedy. How you gonna? We were just
up is
talking about
down. Up is down.
Uh,
Down is
down
up.
is up. What's
No, I'm too stupid
oh.
to be here.
What's
that
going
better?
on?
That's cool. Whoa.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
Come back here. Come back down here.
Guys did a wake and bake.
Wake and bake.
So, I took like this huge. I don't know, for some reason this week I got into like Mount Everest again, right? Um, I think it's because I saw there was a thing on Chandler crossing that river and dying in that bus, and I saw this hit piece on him. Like it was his fault the book was done, and other people have gone there and died in that river. I gave it a thumbs down. I got rid of it, but then I started thinking about Into Thin Air, right? And I really wanted to read the last thing because Krakauer actually responds to all the bullshit books that came out around him on this subject. He's the only one what he went up there. These other guys just wrote hit pieces from the ground, you know.
Yeah.
So he never said anything. So I was saying shit. Fuck them guys, right? And then finally he had to. So this book, this is a later one where he's got his postscript in the back about why he's right and everybody else is a dickhead. So anyway, I didn't order this, right? I went to a community bookshelf, right, to put some shit in, and it was there. Oh fuck! I was just thinking about it. And then this morning, check this out. I signed in some guys at Citizens Bank. They're gonna clean the windows, and I said, "Hey, you guys are the guys that like you hang off rope, you tie up on the roof, right, and then you rappel off the side." He goes, "Yeah." I said, so I started talking to him. He knew about this book, right? He says, and then I had it in my bag, right? So I'm talking to a climber. I said, I'm not one myself. I told him all about my love of heights, you know. Yeah, so that was cool. So anyway, just I set a course, and all this shit happened. I was like, this was down that river. I just stared towards it. Mountain climbers.
You know that the Russian guy who was the real hero in that book?
Yeah,
He wrote a book about that whole event.
yeah. There's some shit
Did
in
you
there.
read that?
Huh?
Did you
No,
read his book?
I know about it. Actually, I'm going to read this again, so I'm not going to. I'll know a lot next week.
That fucking guy, he was a wild man. Bukreev.
He didn't use oxygen.
Yeah, he was just going out and rescuing people when everybody else was all fucked up. That guy kept going out and bringing in more people. He ended up dying on a mountain. He's no longer with us.
Yeah, there's bodies up there. I watched this great. I'll send it to you in the chat. No shit, you're going to want to see this. A guy skied down Everest, right? It was sponsored by Red Bull. It's actually that Red Bull's
Of course it
YouTube
was.
station, right? But I mean, he went up there with no oxygen, right? They finally found a window there, and he skied down it to all of them, and they somehow they have like these
boys. I'll be right back.
they have these drones that was over. I'll send it to you. It's nuts. It guy
It
skis,
said the drone's following it on camera, right?
and
For
he's got
commercial
and he's got a
purposes.
GoPro on his head, and
Of course he does.
yeah, it's fucking wild. It's,
Have
yeah,
you seen it?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It's not even very long. Um, they don't do every step of it, but they give you the highlights, the parts where he stumbled, and like they can see, you can see it's shot pretty wild. Um, I'm almost on the belief that it didn't happen, but no, it
Okay.
happened. Pretty sure.
But it's like everything now. I mean, how can we trust anything? So much
Exactly.
can be recreated. It's just
I know you're real,
bizarre that they
George.
would even risk your life.
No, there's some
And what?
certainties I have. I have some certainties. You're real. You're not
How
AI.
do you
You know
know,
what I mean?
man?
No, I'm
Come
fucking
on.
you.
AI took over,
Don't fuck
man.
with me, man.
They watched all the other they had AI watched all the other episodes, and they
Yeah.
compiled a me, an AI me. I'm not real.
Oh
I'm
no,
still in bed,
that's
sleeping,
true
nice and
because
dry.
you're on the computer. There you are.
That's right. You have no definitive proof that I'm here.
There's no proof.
I'm actually talking to you.
Like you don't have bad breath, or you know what I mean. There's nothing there that
I
makes
have
you real.
AI bad breath.
Like you know what I mean. I can't smell that cigar. You ain't real. That's right. I think you might be right. I'm talking to myself.
That's right.
You have one of the voices.
Yes, this is the new form of masturbation.
Yeah,
We just don't know how we talk to ourselves. We just
Why oh
we
why would you
pretend we
go
have
there?
these. We would pretend we have our own moments with our friends here, and actually it's just AI creating something, spitting it back out to us.
That's a good one, Dan. This is a good one. Good
But
reality.
anyway, we just ended up spending like over $3,000 on our pets the last couple of days.
You shouldn't do that.
I've never been so broke in my life.
Oh my God.
Like
Don't tell me stuff like that.
sonograms for dogs that with hips and kidney.
Mikey!
Meanwhile, from Roswell, we get
George Elliott Dixon. George Elliott Dixon.
anyway.
No, that's him.
How's Roswell?
Coming along. I make takes me 5 days to move a rock, 2 centimeters, They
Takes
go,
me
oh, no, that rock's not in the right spot.
yeah. It's just, yeah.
I don't know. It's like a little Zen garden quality to it. I'm sure.
What was I thinking?
know.
Right.
No, that's
Exactly. The feng shui is all off.
Yeah. This is wrong. This doesn't look real at all.
Nah. I've never seen an agave that big. It's way out of scale.
It's an alien planet. It can be anything it wants.
True.
What's the other place? Not Coronado Springs. Was it Coronado Springs? The other place where the actual crash happened. See, Roswell is where the debris, like it's supposed to have smacked against the ground and created a debris field, and then it crashed and like several miles away up against like a mountain or something called, was it, I can't remember, Coronado Springs or something like that. And
I miss that shit.
they actually trucked away the what was left of the ship and found the bodies and whatnot.
Yeah, I
Something
saw a
like
book
that,
on the
anyway.
Bermuda
That's-
Triangle, and I was like reminiscing about how great it was when I thought, wow, that might be real. I just don't know. It's just this book. And so, like, now I get to now it's cause nothing's real. But back then, shit could be a thing, like the Bermuda Triangle. That was the shit. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And, Close Encounters of the Third Kind stopped with that bomber group being found. What happened to them is they got abducted. That flight, that military flight,
Yeah.
that disappeared over the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
The trouble with the Bermuda Triangle, I'm not saying there's mysterious things happening at sea everywhere, but I think what the thing is about the Bermuda Triangle, if it's one of the most trafficked areas on the whole planet from maritime activity and aviation activity. So, more things are bound to happen in that area than
Right.
not, you know, whether they're mysterious or not. So statistically, it's kind of like it's not necessarily an anomaly. It's just a lot of shit going on there.
Right.
But yeah, I
Odds
mean, there are mysterious things. What?
odds are better that things are going to happen there.
Yeah, and certainly that
just by-
flight that
Like you're saying, just by sheer number, you know.
there's a couple of places. There's a place in the South China Sea, which is also one of the most traffic areas in the world as far as maritime and aviation activity. And you know, some more stuff is bound to happen in the high traffic areas than not. You know, but that doesn't take away. I still believe there are mysterious things going on everywhere. It's
I
just that
want
more
to believe.
likely.
That's all. That's all I was saying. I like. I don't. I think it's all bullshit. I don't know. There's no book on the Bermuda Triangle that like gets me like it used to. Like could even now. You know. I mean,
Well,
it's like everything's been found out. It's all bullshit.
well, even some of the things that, yeah, well, even some of the things that might, you know, have a plausible explanation, like methane releases from the bottom of the ocean that can bubble up and swallow whole ships and bring
Yeah.
them down to the. That is really mysterious and wild, you know, and where those things happen, they must be insane, you know, to experience something like that and to. Yeah, I mean, there are still, you know, mysterious things going on in the world. You know, it's just that maybe we just haven't caught up with the explanation.
I'm just old, I guess. The thrill is gone. It's over.
Sure.
It's all over. Hey, Joyce, check this out. None of these?
I saw her and Billy Strings before.
Oh yes, yes. I saw it. I saw you paint downstairs, and I painted a pulp hook that I didn't want to lose in the woods with that.
I got 6
Yeah.
of these, right?
Yeah.
These are 3 of them. I keep them wrapped in an old pants leg. Right? George shopping these. I left these up there. We were throwing them at things, and he's shopping them fucking great. Yeah, he filed them
So
all.
those throwing knives actually work the best out of all
Oh, these
of them.
work
'Cause
great.
I think
These
they
are
have
14-inch, right?
yeah.
You know why they're yellow, Mikey?
Right.
So I can fucking find them after I don't hit what I'm throwing at.
Yeah.
Uh,
You paint them neon orange.
Yeah, put a beeper on it.
Oh.
Blood red.
Think about how many lives would have been saved if something was just neon orange.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or if everything was neon orange but us.
Well, yeah.
you guys are children of the '60s. Do you remember when, you know, that Dayglow orange first became commercially available? Everybody had those little styrofoam pom-poms they put at the end of their car antennas.
Turns
I don't know
out they
if you
were
remember back in the
radioactive.
'60s.
Nice.
There was
But I remember,
radium
like-
in it.
Well, anyway.
Hey,
one
did
of
you
those
guys ever
things.
hear the nuclear Boy Scout?
No.
This is fucked up.
Oh yes. Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Tell the story. Tell the
Okay.
story. Yeah.
Help me though, because I'm doing memory. Okay, so there's this Boy Scout, right? And he's going for a merit badge, nuclear power, and he actually made a reactor. He got radium from the old clocks that used to use radium paint, right? So he's collecting radium that way.
Yeah, watching clock dials. Yeah.
Going to swap meets, going everywhere he fucking can to get those glow in the dark. The ladies who painted those letters on there died from
Yes.
radiation poisoning. So anyway, he used to go into these shops with Geiger counters and find
But you
them.
had a good time in Arizona.
He found the motherlode once. He found a clock that was hot, wicked hot. When he got home, there was a little jar of that radium paint in there. Somebody had left some worker had left it behind in the clock.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, he nuked. Then it got with like he contaminated like 2 neighborhoods and shit. And I forgot the rest. He joined the Navy, got hooked on drugs and died. Yeah, he OD'd or something.
Yeah.
But like he was brilliant. He's a kid.
That sounds like a Bob Lazar thing, you know, like the government will hire you if they find out you're doing stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I think in the Bob Lazar thing, they wanted, they were getting frustrated. They wanted people to think out of the box a little bit, that were a little bit knowledgeable
Right.
and willing to take risks like that. And certainly Bob Lazar fit that category with his,
The jet engine he put in the Honda.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, the hydrogen-powered Corvettes and, nuclear experiments in his garage and whatnot.
Everybody needs a hobby.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Sure.
I throw knives. It's easier.
Uh,
I throw butter knives
those
too.
not.
Butter knives, you can get those. Just get those. It's just like it's no spin throw. Like it's just a sweep like this. And then when your arm's extended here, like it just slips out. You just hold it lightly, and you just do a thing like that, and that's the way you get the hang of it, and it flies straight. Well, you try to get it to fly straight, because flipping, like when they spin them, it doesn't work so good. Gotta be luckier.
Hey, Mike, what the fuck are you doing, man, in your kitchen there? What are you doing? Like, you're remodeling your kitchen or something? What's all the noise? What the fuck are you doing?
He's on the phone. He's working.
Yeah.
It's just me and you, George.
It's just it's like
So-
he's
so
pulling
your
out his-
dog's-
he's replacing his stove or something.
So
Yeah,
you
my dog's.
spend
I'm
a
the
bunch of
noisy
money on
one.
your dog.
Yeah, my dog and cat. My cat had an eye plucked out.
Oh.
I was gonna do it with a spoon.
You know, I actually,
But,
sorry I asked. I'm sorry I brought it up. No shit.
So I got one cat. I got a pirate cat. I'm gonna make a little eye patch for him. So I'm gonna walk around with a
Black
little
stain
Captain
and-
Morgan,
Jeez.
and
Well, yeah, right. You got now you got to bring him to the podcast, man. 'Cause you got to have that
yeah,
one-eyed cat out there on the poop deck with you. That's
I
like
I need to use a
Right.
cleaner.
you spent the money,
And
you
then,
might as well. Might as well use it.
then the dog required a sonogram to determine whether he had kidney stones or tumors next to his failing hips and whatnot.
So,
So
what is
I'm
it?
broke. That's all the Christmas money. Don't expect anything for Christmas.
Ah, I know what I'll do. I'm going to give you a puppy.
No,
Yes.
it costs too much money. This is it for pets.
I'll give you a box of puppies.
I have to-
Everybody loves a box of puppies, man. Just stick your head in there and go.
Oh, yeah.
Box of
No,
puppies.
A
no.
bag of kittens.
Oh no, they'll
A
scratch your
bag
eye.
of kittens.
Yeah, kittens are cute.
Those were the days when everybody had kittens they were trying to get rid of, and they
Yeah.
had bags full of them.
They were really easy to come by.
They bring them by the place of work, and if you didn't pick them, they just leave them there in the parking lot. Let them
Yeah.
all run.
Wait a couple of weeks. The two that are
We
still
had-
alive are worth taking.
We had. I remember we were buying hay from somebody. I was a kid, and the guy was talking about these kittens. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna throw them in the. I gotta put them in a bag and throw them in the pond. If I can't get rid of them, Just trying to work on our sympathies. My
No,
grandfather
you
said,
just leave
"We
them there and
gotta
they'll eat mice or they'll die. That's what they do, I mean,
Yeah, this guy was gonna throw them in a pond.
he had too many cats.
Yeah, a whole litter.
You're
kitten.
right. He's probably working on your sympathies or something.
Or maybe he was really going to do it.
They were doing a construction. They were constructing a new dorm at the school I was working, and one of the workers brought in a whole box of kittens and just let them go on campus, and they were just like running around. But that night, they were all hiding in places. But that night, a pack of wild dogs that used to frequent the area came in and tore them all apart. And there was like pieces of kitten all over the parking lot and stuff.
Them good eating.
Oh, Jesus.
Look what I found. Snacks.
Yeah.
He
For all
thought
the
releasing
wild,
them on a
man.
college campus, the kids would take them or take care of them or whatever.
Give them bong hits.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Slowly
To play on
A
people's
couple of them would be
sympathies, like,
slowly
oh, look at the
torturing them
kid.
in their room because they're lonely. Yeah, no, not the college. Anything but the college.
Well, it was a residential treatment program. I'm not saying these boys were any more demented than college kids, because they certainly would probably have the same ilk that they would have been. I'm sure they would have been fine with the kittens. It was
Cat
the dogs
pong.
that made the mess.
Wild
Cat
dog.
pong.
Well, anyway, they cost a lot of money. Pets are expensive. And you go to these veterinarians and they line this insane amount of work, for you. They want to do all kinds of medical procedures on them. Very expensive, similar to what we pay for our own medical,
Yeah, save it for your own
it's
body,
not
George.
cheap at all. That's right.
What are you
this is
doing?
it for pets for us, man. We're just
Dogs doing
completely
fine. Now you're
broke.
falling apart.
We spend way too much money on this stuff. Of course, they're like family. You love them and you want them to take care of them and stuff. But boy, that's now they're trying to upsell you like pet insurance. Like a medical insurance policy, and that partially pays for these procedures and stuff. And I'm thinking about my cousin who spends like $400 a month to get their cat's teeth brushed professionally or something like that. And I think this is insane.
That's insane.
It
I
is
don't
insane.
know. The old days, we very rarely brought our pets to the doctors, to the vets and stuff. Very rarely.
I didn't. I never
Only in
did.
most extreme experiences. And, certainly for a rabies shot, but ultrasounds and blood tests and all this other stuff. I don't know. We were cold and cruel back then. We never took care of the pets the way we should have.
I took care of my
perhaps,
pets, but I accepted when it was over.
Right.
It's not an easy thing to do. But what are you buying? What'd you just buy? Another 6 months or something? It's just not something you
6
should be
months
doing.
of suffering usually.
It's suffering, right?
Yeah.
They don't suffer out loud like you. You can't tell. They'll even like play with a ball and you'll think they're back to being a puppy. They'll actually start acting a little like a puppy, like the top hat. Yeah, it's tough. It's fucking tough, but you gotta, Jesus, that's a lot of money, George. What the fuck?
I know someone who had a cat with cancer, and they were bringing their cat for chemo treatments.
Yes.
Like
they
a
will certainly
13-year-old
do.
cat.
Yeah.
For chemo treatments. Like, what?
Yep.
No.
My
They
neighbor
will
let a
certainly
dog slowly die on its lawn until it was
provide
like
that
16.
service
He used
for
to
you.
moan out loud on the lawn. We listened to it for years. Barbara, the McCarthy's, the fucking dog, Chips. Just,
I remember Chips.
yeah. Do you remember the moaning? And that was fucked. That was way worse.
Oh.
It went to the doctor. It had stitches up its back. It had been like, cut into. You see it like it's got a cone on its head so it can't get at the big shave in its back, and there's a fucking scar. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing to this thing?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
no, the fucking vets, if they,
Jesus.
any vet that's leading you along, Judge, is a fucking asshole.
Well,
Well, they're dealing with people every day who are saying, do anything scientifically possible to save little Fifi or
that's right. At all
whatever.
costs.
I saw
And-
I saw a
Beefy,
cloning.
what?
I saw a cloning thing. Tom Brady cloned his fucking dog. Like right
Yeah.
after you guys were talking about it, I saw it. I went like, there's a guy. Yeah, Brady did it to his fucking dog. That was a dummy.
Oh yeah, but he's
got
heavily
money.
invested in that company though.
Yeah,
He's that's
maybe he wants to clone
he bought
himself.
into that company.
Oh, they want to clone him. They
Yeah.
want like a dozen Tom Brady's in like 20 years. Yeah, that's probably what that's all about. They do the dog first. Or maybe they've done it to him already, right? Because he'd be like maybe 5 or 6 now.
Yeah.
There's no telling.
Oh yeah. Yep.
There's no telling that a clone of Tom Brady would be as good of a football player. He might
No.
not like football.
No,
That clone might
many-
get into golf instead.
Yeah, like the boys from Brazil, they were Hitler. They were Hitler clones. And the Nazis, like, they hated him. So you guys suck. Yeah, it was great. It was not Nazis at all. No.
Yeah.
Just rebellious
there's too
children
many variables
who are
that
going to
make
do
up
nothing you say.
their existence.
You know
Way
that
too
whole
many.
nature versus nurture. Well, it's both. Like it's just as much nurture as nature, if
Yeah.
anything. And
Oh, they were assholes. They just were World War II assholes. They were just children.
your life experiences, boy, they make who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Brady,
There
if
is,
he
I
had
mean-
access to a fishing pole when he was a kid, might have turned out to be like, a fisherman
Ace
instead
fisherman.
of a football player.
Yeah. He was into
Yep.
it though. He was really
If he
into
was
it.
raised in
Or
a
it might have
place
been-
where there was like deer hunting in the fall, he wouldn't have played football in the fall. He'd be out, he'd be this like wild.
Yeah,
deer
there's
hunter
lots
or
of wild
something,
people like that. Like I think the
Or an
climates.
alcoholic meth head from Pasco, Rhode Island.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself, Dave.
No, it's fine. That's what you call. I'm working on the Navajo pause. You know what I mean? That's like they wait. So so they just wait, and then they wait to see if there's a space, and then they go. And sometimes we clash. I've been working on it. It's just like no, it's fine.
English speakers,
Yeah.
Americans in particular, we tend to we'll finish each other's sentences in order to facilitate the. If I know what you're saying, I can finish your sentence and then give you mine, and you can do the same.
Sure.
It's not really considered rude here, but in a lot of cultures, that's really rude. Interrupting someone is really rude.
Well, I'm not from either one.
So-
Italians. I mean,
A lot of times we're just waiting for the other person to finish just so we can say stuff that we want to say. not
Yeah,
exactly
that's something you gotta
listening to
work
what
on,
the other
too.
person's saying.
You gotta listen. Yeah.
I just want to wait and say what I want to say.
Yeah. That's blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Shut up. I got things.
I don't want to talk about your movie. I want to
Hurry
talk
up
about my
and finish.
movie.
I know, right? Yeah. That was. Oh, I should have saved that. I wish I knew that. I probably could find it with AI. That was no. That was good. That was a good one. That was a good clip. It's lost in the 8 billion fucking episodes we've done now. I don't even know. I think. Yeah, this has been going on a while.
Someday you can watch them all.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Right. Who's ever last?
Just like-
Yeah, the
Put a
lucky,
best
lucky
of.
person.
Put a-
If you're really lucky, you get to watch everybody you know
No.
and love die before
Right.
you.
I disagree about the luck part.
Have you tried looking for like the first episode? Is that possible
it's
to
on
get
the
like
site.
the first
It's just go
episode?
to
on
the beginning.
YouTube?
It's there. It's me making fart noises. The second one,
what's
yeah,
different?
there's a couple where I didn't know shit about audio. Well, still don't, right? But at least it's not jarring. Oh, it is, as is, yeah.
Yeah, well,
So make a
that's
best
all right.
of.
that's part of it.
Yeah, the first year is pretty rough, I think. But we got better. Quit stepping over
Last
each
year's
other.
pretty rough too.
It's like a skill, right? It's something we practice every week.
We don't clash as much,
No, that's it.
you know.
It could be a listenable podcast. If somebody cared to listen to it, it wouldn't be.
If we had anything interesting to say,
Well, yeah. maybe they just like the fact it was so boring they go to sleep easy. That's useful.
yeah,
I have. Yeah, I follow a few people who just put me right out. It's so boring.
I've been watching that Ken Burns American Revolution documentary,
Really?
and
Yeah,
that
it's
guy's
good.
voice just puts me right out too.
Peter
The
Coyote.
narrator,
Yeah.
That's Peter Coyote. He's he did the Civil War. He's done I think almost all of his.
I think he
narrated
uses
all
him
of
for
his.
all of them, and various different actors for the different, when they're reading letters and stuff. But it's really interesting, and I'm enjoying it. But man, his voice is like lulls me to sleep.
I have
Well,
books.
I mean, he's older now. I mean, you don't see. I think he's had a liver transplant too, but he's
Wow.
still in there doing that kind of stuff. And certainly the other voice actors are good, like Paul Giamatti and Josh Brolin, Claire Danes and Laura Linney and whatnot. They're all read the letters very nicely.
Yeah, I like that.
You know who else puts me out is David Attenborough. The nature shows, I love those shows, but he just, I don't know, man. He just can lull me to sleep, you know? I love him. I think he's great, but I want to stay awake.
Well,
Uh,
I listen to shit I've read already, so I
Oh,
know where it
yeah.
goes, and so it doesn't matter. Just pick it up, like you know, it's fine. It's like tell me a story, you know, in the middle of a chapter or something. That works for me big time,
Yeah.
because I actually noticed that if it is something I want, like a first time through or something, it's not gonna be like I'll force myself to. Oh wait, don't, you know what I mean? Should I pause? No, it's just
Yeah. Now, when I was having to sleep on the couch, and I was having all those difficulties with my neck and all, I would watch old episodes of the Trailer Park Boys because it was still entertaining because I'd seen them probably a dozen times.
yeah, sure,
But I didn't care if I fell asleep because I wasn't going to miss nothing.
yeah.
So laughing somehow it releases chemicals that make me sleepy.
I have the Dr. Katz, the cartoon, and
oh yeah.
yeah, they're stand-up comedians. There's John Benjamin. The other one is
Yeah.
Home Movies with Small and Benjamin. So they basically just doing a radio play almost, and then they just make a cartoon over it. So it's fine that you don't have to, after you see the cartoon once. Actually, you really don't need it if you just listen
Right.
to it. Yeah, I
Right.
love Home Movies.
It's like
Home Movies
the-
is fucking great. So anyway, that one puts me
Like
out.
used.
Oops.
Yeah.
Navajo pause.
No. No, I've got nothing to add except for that they use the very crudest of animations. So like you were saying, referring to is like, you're not watching it for the animation because it's just like the crudest of.
The first
Computer
episode, the
animation.
first season had the squiggly shit, and then they quit after that. No, they never did
Yeah.
it again because everybody was going, "What the fuck's this squiggly shit?" Right? Fucking, because it was hard to really. I mean, did you ever see it, Mike? Dr. Katz? Yeah. No, it was a cartoon. They did squiggly shit. I think in the early '90s on Comedy Central. It was just a
Well,
thing, an animation they tried.
the premise was Dr. Katz was a therapist, and all of his patients were these visiting comedians, and they would all, give him a chance to, do their shtick and kind of
Yeah.
therapist and whatnot.
On the couch.
It was all these early comedians that you'd never know.
Patton Oswalt.
Back then, most
Oh.
of them were.
Yeah. John Benjamin's the best. He
Yeah.
was the son. He was like the son. He was like
Yeah.
26. He still lived with his dad, and yeah, he used to say shit like, "I don't quit till I fail," shit like that. The Thanksgiving one was the best. He was going to cook a turkey. Yeah, Silverman's girls are on it too. Both sisters, Sarah and Lori, I think. Well,
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey.
he shaved his head.
What happened?
All right, how you doing?
How you doing? Had to put my. Where'd it go?
You're
Yeah.
still there.
Had to put my figgies in the basement.
Oh, for the rain.
Or was it snow?
No. Well, for the freeze,
Might freeze. Yeah, fuck.
they need a good freeze in order to go dormant, and then you got to put them away.
Yeah, the freeze is over. It's warming up. It was warm this morning. Well, above freezing anyway.
It's going to
So
get
that's
cold.
part of the
today.
process.
Tonight.
You let them freeze first for them
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, if you get them in pots, you got to let them freeze up. You got to let them
Okay.
get cold, and then right around Thanksgiving. Plus, if they're in the ground, you can mulch them, cut them back, mulch them.
Did you get a
mean
lot of
bury 'em in
figs?
mulch.
I got quite a few, but the squirrels are really good at determining when they're ripe, and they wait till the day that they ripen up. And they, Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the tree they're giving off like pheromones, man, saying yeah, like it's the smell, the everything, yeah, because we have desensitized ourselves to those kinds of things. But the
I had a,
squirrels, man, they live, they thrive on
yeah. Oh, yeah. I had a squirrel the other day. It was acting really weird. It cleaned itself in the sunlight to like a post on the chicken coop. And usually when you approach them, they run away. But this one wasn't going anywhere. Give me the creeps, right? So I got close. It kind of ran up a little bit on top of like a couple feet and turned its head and looked at me.
Oh,
And when he turned his head, he didn't have an eye on that side. It was like
Oh,
it was either like injured or diseased or something.
Wow.
wow,
He was
twice in
acting
one
really
podcast.
weird.
Fucking George spooned out an eyeball earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
well, I wanted to
Enough
do
with
it.
the
but
eyeballs
vet-
already.
I
Fuck.
had the vet. What? No, yeah, they probably called you bluff. That's trying to call your bluff, like wondering if you're gonna chase it away, or I'll
I
just
think
wait you out, and then I'll go get that those figs or that chicken feed or whatever.
Yeah,
Or your throat.
They get brave, those guys.
they do.
I trained when I was in Warwick. I had one. They used to come up on the deck, so it took me a few weeks, but I used to get it to a point where it would take a peanut out of my hand and whatnot. But then it would get really bold and it would actually climb up on you and like right here on your chest and like stare you in the eye. And you've seen like squirrel claws. They're like vicious claws
They
on
are.
the ends of their fingers, like,
They're knives.
and they sit there like this and they stare at you, with their
Yeah.
claws out and stuff. And
Holy shit.
where's the peanuts, man? Make with the peanuts, man. I'm hungry.
Yeah, New York, they'll mug you.
Yeah, you better give me those peanuts.
Central Park, right? They're worse than the Rolex guys. They'll mug you, fucking squirrels in there, right? I seen them chase people. I saw one in Washington chase my brother-in-law. He got close. It was an albino one. He was trying to get a fucking picture. The guy turned on him and fucking ran out. But shit, didn't have my camera out.
An albino one, huh? Wow.
Yeah, an albino. He went up to it, but he was afraid of animals, right? And
The
like,
Johnny Winter of squirrels.
It was this big moment. We were going, oh, he's getting over it. Like we were like, oh, look, he's look what Pepe's doing, because he was afraid of every dog. One night I was fishing. I took him fishing once, and so like I didn't really know he was afraid of fucking everything in the woods, but so I got weeds. I'm reeling in weeds, right? And I see him slowly backing up, like I've caught a sea monster or something, right? So I can't help myself. So when it comes in, so I'm like, oh Jesus, right? And then so I go in slowly. I grab a clump of it and I went Pepe, right? And he fucking ran to my truck and he wouldn't come out. He never went. No, he's never gone to. He's never gone outside even with me since, right? Like,
Wow.
yeah. So no, but anyway, after that, he tried with the squirrel. It was funny. It was like I don't know, maybe a month later, he was trying to like. He's trying to, because he's just from the city, a wicked city boy, like hardcore, So I was trying to, traumatize him into something, I guess, man. I don't know. I couldn't help
Dude,
it. I had to do it. I did.
I saw
I would have done it too.
I saw Fred clear out his whole cabin because he had a mouse in there.
I remember you had a cabin of mice.
Yeah, we had many mice.
Yes, you had
But
many.
he had one. He saw
many
one
mice.
mouse. He saw one mouse, and he took everything he owned and put it on the porch. I said, "Freddie, you
kid.
moving?" He said, "No, man, I got a mouse."
No, you have more than one mouse. It's not. You have mices.
Yeah, for everyone you see. There's,
Yeah.
I mean,
Did it work? Did he get it out?
no,
No.
mouse was laughing at him.
Yeah. It wasn't even the same mouse.
It's in.
In my trailer up at Bowdish, right? I put out a trap, snap, got the mouse, right? Got rid of it, put the trap, shut the trap back, sat back down, snap again, right? Went over there, another, right? Put it on snap. Well, all right, fuck this thing, right? Because like I don't know, it was. I thought I had one. I had like a million, but anyway, you seal up all your food good.
They come in waves over here.
Yeah.
Like we'll get, one every night for, couple of nights, and then we don't see a mouse for a long time. And then, oh, there's a mouse. We put out the trap, and we'll get one a night, every night for a little while, and then nothing for a long time.
Well, it was a boom up here with acorns, so we got tons of squirrels, you know. And I was catching them with the Haberhart, and you know, getting them out of there that way, all late summer into the fall. You know, I was bringing them down to Cucumber Hill Road on Foster.
Well, I do have a lot of them around here for sure.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, last year was our big
fishing them out of my. Yeah, there are a lot this year too. It's insane.
Those
It's
are
a
all
big
the
year.
survivors.
All the leftovers from last year's bumper acorn crop, probably.
Yep.
Yep. And then next year, how it works, next year is going to be a bumper of hop and boxes and things like that. So watch your chickens.
Yeah, I think I saw yesterday or the day before was I saw this. The chickens were going nuts. You know, they usually do that when there's a hawk in the yard. They came out in the yard and I saw this bird with an enormous wingspan. It must have been like a turkey vulture. I mean, it was so big. At first, I thought maybe it was an eagle or something, but it didn't have the white head. But no, the wingspan was enormous. It was like, you know, that 5 foot. You know, absolutely impressive to see it that close take wing. You know?
My chickens were in the backyard the other day. I told you, George, and I walked out to the backyard, and this thing swooped by my head. I mean, so fast.
Yeah, they
must
don't
have been
care,
like,
yeah.
it must have been like getting ready to attack a chicken. You know, it was
Sure.
like trying to decide which one. You know, and I thwarted his deal. I walked down the backyard, and the thing just swooped. But I didn't even really get a good look at it. It just, I felt it more than anything.
Yep.
I had the same
Yeah.
experience
Oh,
with
yeah.
an owl a couple of mornings on my way to the tree stand. But silent, you know, but the big owl, barred owl.
Yep.
I kept scaring them up in the same area.
This time of year too, with the leaves gone and the hawks are really on the prowl. So you see them a lot in the early morning. But
Yeah, they like the chickens.
yeah, it's a good easy meal.
Don't we know it?
I watched a barred owl one time. I was sitting in a tree stand, and this thing flew up to a branch that was about 4 or 5 feet off the ground, and it just sat there listening. Right, and then it jumped down onto the ground and started pecking around in the leaves and tipping over leaves and stuff. Like, I've never seen an owl hunt like this. He must have, you know, done it once and had success. And so he's just pecking around in the leaves, and then he jump up onto another branch and wait a while, and just jump down on the ground and peck around in the leaves. I watched him for about an hour and a half doing that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how he hunted.
Yep.
You know, they're individuals. They sometimes, just like the bears, all have a different style of fishing.
Mm-hmm.
This thing had its unique style of hunting mice.
And then some
we've been
people
having
fish
fun
with
with Tom Brady.
wetsuits. I can't get over that. They're fishing with wetsuits, right? And the fins. That's a trip. I would.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what? If I was young right now, I'd try that. Maybe like with a sunfish and a snorkel. You know.
You go for the Nantucket sleigh ride.
Yeah, you could get a couple of sunfish. They were easy to catch. You get like a dozen, right? Lead them out, right? And just fucking right around the lake like that with a
Jeez.
snorkel, you know, and a mask. Yeah, you're like a team of fucking sunfish. Fuck, I wish I was young.
Jeez.
I bet I'd work. Oh, you know, I can do an AI picture of it anyway. I can take.
Prince David,
You can do it in the summer.
King of the
Dave.
Ocean.
You don't have to be young to do that. You
I
can
ain't
catch
doing that.
fish
Fuck
as an
no.
old guy. Don't tell me that's over now.
Yeah, you know, I never liked
Body of
hooking
David
fish in the first
Stenberg
place.
washed
I
up
never
on
thought that was
shore.
great.
Last known, he was fishing for sunfish. Went for a Nantucket sleigh ride.
Yeah, wicked slow though, right? It'd be like, but you'd be behind him, and they said, "Shit, he's behind us." And they just keep doing it till they were dead. That's no good. I ain't doing that. I don't want to do that. That's cruel.
Now you got to latch into a big striped bass out there in the bay. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, something that deserves it.
50-inch bass and have him drag you around the bay.
wash up on some horseshoe infested beach in Connecticut. Horseshoe crab
Food
infested.
for the
Oh,
horseshoe
horseshoe
crabs.
crabs, right? They're monsters.
Wicked.
Yeah, they're,
Cool.
they're cool, man.
They're
They're
ancient.
fucking old. Yeah.
They've been around a couple of times. Like they've seen the whole shitload of species come and go.
Yep.
I forgot, but what was they harvest the blue blood from those for what purpose? It had a distinct
it's like-
medical.
It's been like cumin or something like
Was
that.
it an anticoagulant?
It was
it was
some
something like
kind
that,
of
I think.
thing like
Yeah.
that. It was
Yeah.
rich and it was like very valuable and useful. I don't know if they still do that.
They have a synthetic.
That was the big
version of
thing
that
a
now.
few years ago.
I read somewhere, fairly recently that they have a synthetic version of that now.
Save the horseshoe crab.
Developed by AI.
Hey man, it might not work as well, but it beats walking on the beach sucking on horseshoe crabs. You know?
Well, I think the whole thing was that they could harvest the blue blood without killing the horseshoe crabs, so you can actually keep like a population of them,
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
be able just to harvest, what you need, and then. But who knows? They probably killed them anyway. Yeah. Fuck them. They're only crabs. They've only been around for 700 million years.
It's like longer than that, like billion or something.
I've
Those
never
fucking
seen one up here. They're really
Really?
you guys are lucky. Yeah, you don't see those up here.
Wow. Too cold.
I think like Massachusetts is the end. They like it for some reason. I don't know why.
Anything north of the Cape is really cold. The water's really cold north of the Cape.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The Gulf Stream gets pushed out off of Cape Cod.
Yeah, I've never seen one up here.
Then it goes to the shore, the northeast shore of Nova
Nova
Scotia.
Scotia. Yeah.
Warm again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, they don't like it up here.
Don't like it. You ever see them fish that are really deep? Like they turn the light on and like, holy fuck! She's like that one that's it's all like clear. You can see his brain and eyeballs and shit. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck? Turn the
yeah.
light off. This is no, it's
Yeah,
not
they're always
good.
finding new ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
they're
have
all
yet
just
to
as fucked
see.
up. I like the
The
one
sea
with the
is
light.
not yet to give up all its mysteries yet.
Oh no, man, that's the least explored. We know more about the planets than we do about the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, you want an idea
Yeah.
for an alien? Go down there.
Man, some of those things they found down there look way more alien than any of the aliens I've ever seen in a sci-fi movie.
Yeah. Also,
Stranger than we can
some of
even
them might
imagine.
be flying tic tacs. Huh? They're fishes.
You know those nodules, those mineral nodules that they're always like,
Oh yeah,
they're
they're gonna
always,
stop minding the ocean
threatening
floor.
to harvest. Yeah, but those things have their own ecosystem.
It don't matter to
that
them.
grew up with this for millions of years. That these things, they're just now understanding
Yeah.
how it actually forms oxygen underwater. These nodules, they interact with the salt water and convert other chemicals into oxygen for the local environment and whatnot.
Wow, no kidding.
And
would
Mike,
change the
they're
whole-
mining them. They're mining them.
Yes, well, yeah, that's what it would be like an environmental disaster to.
It is actually.
find
It's just
too
kind
much
of
of this
quiet. 'cause
stuff.
It's happened in the middle of fucking nowhere. So we can have iPhones and shit.
That does
I mean,
that
they're very-
trench- I mean, you talk about the devil. You talk about the Devil's Triangle. That's where that trench is. That's really deep. I can't remember how deep it is though.
What do you mean, the one in Southeast Asia?
No,
San Andreas Fault.
No, the trench in the ocean where the off of Puerto
Mariana
Rico.
Trench?
Is that off of Puerto Rico? Yeah.
No, it's in the
No,
South
that's
Pacific.
that's in the South. Yeah,
Or the
South
Indian
Oh,
Ocean.
South
there's,
China
there's,
Sea.
Yeah, I
there's
think
one
South
right off
Pacific.
of Puerto Rico that's really deep. I'm
The
looking it up.
Mid-Atlantic
No doubt.
Ridge?
But there is a place where it's the deepest, and that's where they dove to. The Trilles, that French guy, he went down
The
to the
Trieste.
bottom. The Navy
Yes.
helped him.
Yep.
That's why Wood Hole exists. He wanted to go down there, and that Admiral Rickover, I guess, said, "No, we don't do that. We don't do shit like that, right?" And then the public went, "Well, we want you to do shit like that, right?" So
Yeah.
he tried to get a contractor. The Navy, they made Woods Hole. Fuck you. All right, there. And then they were trying to get a contractor to make Alvin, right? And none of the military contractors wanted anything to do with anything Rickover fucking hated, right? So it was General Mills made it. It's from the machine shop that makes their cereal making machines. They built Alvin. It's still going. So,
Yeah, right.
that's
Alvin's
what built
still
it,
going.
because, yeah, Rickover said, "No, we don't do shit like that. Fuck, I don't want
Well,
it." And
yeah,
then
they-
Congress said you have to, and then he goes, "Well, whatever."
What was that? The Thresher, the nuclear submarine Thresher that I think it was a Thresher.
Yeah,
That
they lost that
during-
one. That
They
went
lost
down.
him, but they needed that to go take a look at it.
Hmm.
That was the only thing that could dive deep enough so they can go take a look at it and see the nature of see if they can determine why it's sunk and whatnot. So the Navy did need those things.
Yeah, in
Uh,
hindsight, turns out it was a good idea. I
Yeah.
think I think Alvin found the Titanic too. I think it was still Alvin doing that. It was Ballard. It was the same guy. He said most of the ocean floor is mud. He said most of the world is mud. That's what he says. I've looked at most of it. Because he just flies over the bottom and just tries to stay awake. Talk about falling asleep, like watch mud
Yeah.
go by. It's just, oh.
Well, it's just the Puerto Rico Trench. It's at its depth. It's the deepest point in the Atlantic Ocean.
2
Out
miles.
of Puerto Rico.
The Atlantic.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then-
All right. The
yeah.
Mariana Trench is deeper than that. But
So
that's
it's 27 over 27,000 feet deep.
that's
That's
deep.
pretty deep.
There's sea monsters down there.
27,000 feet.
That's where the Tic Tacs are.
There'd
where
be
they live.
dragons.
Are there there's volcanic vents down in the middle of the mid-Atlantic Ocean ridge, right? That's where all those volcanic vents are, right?
Yeah,
We got all those
Yeah.
creatures, weird alien creatures.
yeah.
Remember when they first found them, there were some scientists suggesting, oh, maybe these are not even related to the life on the rest of the planet.
Yeah.
But turns out they are.
No, it didn't turn out to be true, but
See if recognizable ones like crabs and stuff like that can survive under an intense pressure and heat.
The heat.
It's
These things they had, I saw a film of these shrimp, and they're swimming in and out of this water that's super heated. It's like 750, 800 degrees. These things are swimming
Yeah.
in and out of it. And you're like, all right, that's fine, but what do you do with shrimp like that? You can't cook them,
pre-cooked shrimp.
you know?
I know, and their bodies, they're used to the pressure, so you take them up, to our surface pressure, and they just fall apart. They just like there's nothing. They turn to mush.
yeah, there was
The pressure itself is so intense that you wonder how that they could develop a body that could withstand that pressure.
Right.
I know it's like what is it? Moby Dick that whale is the only one that can sound the deepest, like
Sperm whale.
Sperm whale.
Yeah, that's vermicelli is what they use it as like a pressure ballast, so they can dive deep.
Yeah, wicked deep. I mean, like impressive deep. Like
They got this
Real
little
deep.
diaphragm in the front that they can basically, it's a sonar weapon. They could stun their prey by making some vibration happen on this diaphragm in the front. And they
Yeah.
can direct it at what they're, first of all, they send out sounds and they get a 3D picture of this thing in their brain, right? The way we see everything. They get a 3D picture and they can direct this sound wave and stun their prey.
wow.
Pretty wild.
Yeah. That's wild. Here you are, a sea creature on the bottom, right? Da, 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 da. All of a sudden, this thing with a big giant mouth and this noise, right? That's what you see. It just comes out of the dock. Yeah, they go deep.
Yeah,
I forgot how
it's-
deep, but like it's impressive. Like a mile or more,
Yes.
maybe.
It's very impressive. They're
Actually,
carnivores too. They're like really they hunt and they eat
Yeah,
other
they-
large living things.
those big Humboldt squid.
Yeah.
They like squid.
Sandworms. I think they go for sandworms down there. They're like big. Like those gotta get a big mouthful of them. They just come, because they're deep. There's just something down there that they like, and they just dive down there to get it.
Giant squid live down there.
Yeah, those two. Yeah, they get the scars on their heads
Mhm.
from trying. That's where your food fights back.
Mhm.
Yeah, they find like their beaks in their bellies too. It's like one of the few
Oh,
things
yeah.
they can't digest.
Ambergris,
It's like
right? I think that's what it's called. Ambergris. I'm probably saying it right. Probably ain't grease. It's probably something else, but something like that. Yeah, I think it's for cosmetics. I think like that's a big CoverGirl thing. Yeah, a lot of money in that shit. Oh yeah. Gotta go
Yeah,
hunting
this
for
stays
whales for
like
3
in a-
years to make her happy.
it retains scent and it can stay viscous for long periods of time without drying out. So
Oh.
it's good for cosmetics
Perfect.
like lipstick and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what else they use? This is a midwife told us this when one of our kids was born. They use the afterbirth.
Oh yeah.
The birth. Yeah, they use that for cosmetics. Next time you're licking the side of some girl's face wearing makeup, think about that.
Oh boy.
I'm kind of past that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's good to know, I guess. No, thanks. That's finally I know. That might have damaged me earlier. I think I'll be okay though. Afterbirth, you say? That's nice.
She also said that there were people, hippies or something, that had recipes for the afterbirth.
Oh,
Yeah, some people
Cool.
eat it. Eat it. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey, look. Sometimes it's hard to come by a meal.
A lot of mammals do that.
Yeah.
Deer
Yeah.
and whatnot.
That
Yeah,
probably
always-
comes.
Yes.
That probably comes from all the minerals you lose with childbirth.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it
regain
can't hurt.
some of the- yeah.
That's
Like-
why
Yeah.
other animals do it. We just think it's gross, but
Well, it is, but I mean,
Well,
it
that-
depends
yeah,
on the situation, right? It just really
well,
depends.
depends on the recipe.
Well, sometimes it depends on how hungry you are.
With afterbirth with French fried potatoes.
Yeah.
What you got good in there?
Mustard, man.
Ketchup. It'll disguise everything else.
You've heard of colostrum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The corpus
Some people-
colostrum or
Some people take that all the time. Like
Colostrum
something-
is the thing that's first produced instead of breast milk.
Yeah, it's like the first 3 days the mother produces
Really high
colostrum,
protein,
Oh, yeah?
high fat, high vitamins, a lot of bacteria.
antibodies and stuff, and full of stuff that's supposed to help protect the baby. And so
so Mike,
they've
how's it
capped it.
taste?
I had it. I actually had some in cow milk. I asked. There was this local dairy guy, and I said, could you save me some colostrum? And he did, and he gave it to me. And
So what did it taste like?
I don't really remember. It was a long time ago, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad tasting. Or
well,
anything.
at least it wasn't memorable.
No. But
It
it's like
says, yeah, wasn't memorable.
Was this human colostrum?
no, it's cows.
Oh, that makes it better. Fucking cow, right? You ever see an
Yeah.
udder? Imagine if women had udders. There'd be no cow in this.
I've seen
Well, we've
I've seen that at the
just
Maple Glen.
adapted to finding that sexually attractive.
Nah, I'm good.
That's what we would have developed that. Like probably think other species think we're strange because we like the one nipple udder.
Yeah, that's it.
better
Just-
than the
what,
multi
just
nipple
two?
udder. Yeah.
I've seen that at the Maple Glen Inn.
Mm.
I walked into the wrong restroom one time. Exactly.
On purpose,
and they grabbed you by the cow.
accidentally on purpose.
Yeah, they didn't
Grabbed you
have
by the
back,
horn.
back then. They didn't have those bathrooms that were like whatever. You've seen those, man, woman, whatever.
Whatever. Just wash your hands before you leave.
Don't pee on your shoe.
Yeah, you could get arrested for that shit for walking in a woman's room back then.
Well, it
Well, I
depends
mean,
on
like
you.
women
Oh wow.
used to use the men's room because there was always a line at the women's room. So,
Sure.
but you didn't think anything of it. It's like, who gives a shit, you know? It's like,
No, yeah,
Anyway.
that way it doesn't matter at all. Yeah.
Under
You
a
ever see one
minute.
try to go in a? Ever see one try to go in a urinal though? That's pretty amazing. They had to get in a weird
Yeah, but it
position.
wasn't quite. It wasn't quite a woman.
Not quite.
neither man nor woman. Arr.
All right. Well,
Anyway, like and share, folks. Appreciate your support. Leave a comment, and see you next week.
yeah.
Dead time. It's the dead time after we say goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
All right. Take care.
Dead air time. Dead air.
Dead air.